so that they can use today's story to then blackmail you emotionally to believe them. They committed a crime. And instead of the real Igbos, the Biafrans to rise up, especially those ones who are governors and all of them, like all of our own are waiting too. You see? When they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu, Oloye Sunday Igboho was still pretty much free enough and telling them that they have to bring him to court or this whole thing is going to get out of hand. We didn't know that they've already signed and sealed his own fate too among the Yoruba political and traditional class. That's what they did to MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. And what they expected all of you to do was that you should come out on the street, the Biafrans. In fact, the Buhari idiots are also trying to ask you to come out and do it so that they can kill you. Like many of you who stood and defended the house of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, and they killed 28 people that day. They were looking forward to a killing day. Kill them. So when they realized that, oh boy, the whole thing won't bust for Nairobi in Kenya, Malamu quickly grabbed him. And he was so happy. He was so happy that he had to announce the arrest of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu to his people.
Ina mai sanar da ku cewa bayan ainihin ya tsallake beli ya ci gaba da ɗaukar matakai na ainihin tunzura al'umma domin su wa ƙasa zagon ƙasa ta hanyar amfani da kafofi na yada labarai da suka hada da talabijin, rediyo da kuma amfani da yana gizo akan wannan domin ganin cewa ainihin an tada zaune tsaye a Najeriya. Kamar da kuka sani, bayan ya tsallake wannan beli har ila yau ya ɗauki matakai na ainihin harzuka al'umma musamman a ɓangare kudu maso gabashin Najeriya, wanda a sanadiyar haka an samu hasarar rayuka, dukiyoyi, rayukan al'umma farar hula, rayukan al'umma da suka hada da sojoji da abubuwan da ke da ayyuka da ke da nasaba da aikin kaki, haɗi da hasarar rayukan ainihin jami'an tsaro da kuma ainihin hallaka dukiyoyi da kuma ainihin wuraren ayyuka na waɗannan jami'an tsaro da kuma duk wani abu da ke da nasaba da ainihin tabbatar da wanzuwar hukuma a wannan ƙasa tamu Najeriya. Akan wannan muke sanar da mu sanar da ku a wannan yini cewa gwamnatin Najeriya tare da haɗin kan hukumomi na tsaro sun ci nasarar ainihin samun Kanu, kuma a sanadiyar haka an ci nasarar dawowa da shi gida Najeriya a sanadiyar gagarumin aiki da ma'aikatan tsaro na Najeriya suka gabatar na ganin da cewa an dawo da shi domin ya fuskanci shari'a wadda ya kasance ya tsallake akan fuskantar ta. Akan wannan gaba muke sanar da ku an dawo da shi Najeriya domin fuskantar.
I have to hold my head because I'm like that, raging. Some of you probably forgot that happened. Of course it happened. Minister of Justice in Nigeria announcing the arrest of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra in Hausa or Fufude to a certain audience that are being killed every day by bandits, being massacred, being kidnapped and raped. Their children being kidnapped every day. Minister of Justice in Nigeria had to announce to them that I have captured your number one enemy. Minister of Justice of Nigeria. Everything he said there, I don't understand anything other than Kanu that is mentioned in that statement. That happened. That was how happy they were. When a man put on a dress, somebody who has done so well for Nigeria than a Bokwari and his entire family would ever dream of doing a little for Nigeria, rather than just to steal from you, take from you, scavengers. And the man said he saw MAZI Nnamdi Kanu when they, you remember, Shiweta Luago, the actor, the old man, putting on, they say he's putting on a dress that is Biafran dress. Therefore, they have to take him to jail. For 3 days, they tortured him. They interrogated him. They did all of things to him. An old man, in Nigeria.
It was the feeling in where I home me amana the nyaka ho hwede mo mbaasem na room no na no room nke di n'enu ya no ne no n'enu Nnamdi Kanu this is agora so ejigirigi here when the ribe ebe gana anu isi Nnamdi na anu isi na this security bụ ndị Igbo bịa takwunye m na ntị si na ebe a nọ na akwa Nnamdi nọ n'enu so nna ji onwe m si na nga agbakwana mbọ tupu nsi ebe a pụọ ka m gwa ha si ha gosiri m Nnamdi ozugoro m ekwu n'okwu na ahụ ya anyị ebi ọma na ozugoro m mana o nwere ka ihe si gabaza nsi anụ gbanata echi bụ nta so o nwere ụdị joy onye m mgbe a sị na ebe nna na anị na akwa na ene ka nna never get you an opportunity for the first time in my life. Nnamdi has become an idol. Now Igbo. So share how many governors can we? How many personalities can we? So share Kalobisi. Nnamdi Hausa na-egbe si na ha na-achị ife je na farm anyị je na agbagbo onye anara mama anyị hara nsọ na ọsọ share ka ọ kara obi o wepụta onwe ma na ya nwee ike ịnwụ na ya mana o jebesi na ya me nkwe ndị a Nnamdi onunugo ọgụ jebe ugwu Hausa anyị Yoruba jebe ọkwa na anyị Igbo ọ chọrọ i protect anyị so ihe na-achọghụ na-agbaka m ahụ bụ ndị dịbụ njọ ndị agboro ndị dị violent ịbịa join ebe na ihe a Nnamdi na-eme ịtụsịrị ịbịa ebe ahụ Nnamdi I'm sure I know Igbo Nnamdi is fighting a just cause. Yeah, you could have infiltration of evil people. Even the military in Nigeria put out to protect Nigeria. They are John Mother Abachagaba. They even now government and they government. So Nnamdi, now the Chiku Uyorun Namuabu, seeing none in that better. Onya Gadeka Martin Luther King.
Do you understand? He said, this was a great opportunity. So Nnamdi Kanu is up there. Nnamdi Kanu has become an icon. He's fighting for all of us. It will be a great honor if all of you can just take him to him, even though we are all inside this prison here, your prison, Abi. It will be an opportunity to meet him. He's never met Nnamdi Kanu, I believe, or he would love to meet him and say, I met you in prison, when we are fighting for freedom, because you are a legend out there. And he said, yeah, there may be bad people who want to latch on to the old thing and create havoc, create problems and call it IPOB and all of these criminals. That will never stain or dent the just cause he's been fighting for, that people have died for. And you calling him a terrorist will never make that, will never make us believe you, because he's not one. We know those who are terrorists. Those are the people who could turn their guns on their own citizens. Tomorrow, you are going to have to remember what it was like on the 20th of October, 2020, a year ago, when your government, instead of listening to you and possibly address what you wanted them to address, then the insecurity, the corruption, the police brutality, police corruption, and all of that stuff. Maybe if you had believed them and you didn't partner with the government to bully them and watch them killed. Tomorrow is going to be a reminder. I have a special broadcast I want to do. I really want to get into what happened in there. I'm going to bring back some moments from NSAS time and the moment that led to the killings at Lekki Gate at Obigbo. The same thing that happened in Port Harcourt and every other killings that happened all over Nigeria. I'm going to pick them up. I'm going to link them up. And that's how we're going to remind you tomorrow. And to let you know that what they died for, the problem is still there. And if you laugh them last year, are you really laughing today? If you prepare to laugh them again this year, you will be so lucky to be alive to even laugh at them the following year. But you know what? We will remember those they killed for the same reason, that Bokuwari continued to protect the terrorists that killed them. So I decided to share this with you so that you can know that those who killed those traditional rulers in Imo State today, again, it was also reported on Sunday where Boko Haram entered a market in Sokoto. You know that Sokoto is where their sultan comes from. When they talk about their Islamic caliphate that they are dreaming to build in Nigeria, I think they believe that Sokoto is going to be the headquarters of their caliphate. But Sokoto is already the headquarters of the ISWAP terrorists that could walk into a market and kill over 30 people. And just like that, the news will just say, gunmen entered market and killed 30-something people. That's it. It is that region that is working day and night to set up southern Nigeria, burn everything down. Because from what we have been told, they said, even if Nigeria is going to break up, there will be nothing for every one of you from southern Nigeria to take away. I mean, you will have to go and build it from the scratch. They will destroy every goddamn thing. That too is the reason why what late Obadia Mailafia, said. Or somebody from the eastern Nigeria, somebody from Anambra, Ifeanyi Uba, said he is going to make effort to meet MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Well, even though people don't believe them or trust them, but one thing that this whole campaign, awareness, enlightenment, and all of that about what they are doing in Nigeria, the great thing it's doing is that it's getting their attention, and they cannot pretend that this is not happening. So Ifeanyi Uba said he's already approached the court. He's asking the court to give him the permission so that he can go and speak to MAZI Nnamdi Kanu about the crisis in eastern Nigeria. And I advise all of the Igbo leaders to toe the same path. But when you do all this, remember, the only way you can really have peace is, number one, unprescribed IPOB right away, unconditionally, and then push unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu. Then you can then start conversation that you stuck in 2017 and you choose to kill him, rather than to continue that conversation. So that, all this that you are witnessing today, that politicians and criminals are building on all of you. Criminals there are building on sponsoring, buying the guns and all of that, committing all these crimes, labeling them unknown gunmen, right? If you had concluded that conversation in 2017, referendum that he was telling you to push for then could have been probably something that all of you will be spending your billions, stolen money on to ensure that Biafrans get referendum that will be as peaceful as it should be. Now, this one has gone to the court to tell the court that he needs to go and visit Nnamdi Kanu. If all of you have to go to court to unprescribe IPOB, you better start doing something now. These people who want to set you up, they don't care. The moment you continue to set yourself up by allowing them to go after your own brothers and sisters, IPOB, ESN, and killing them like they are doing, right? Forget it. The forever you have to deal with the consequences of your own greed and selfishness, by the way. So if you can all come together and do that, it will be the starting of peace. And you can then easily see those who are committing all these crimes, those who are killing innocent people, those who are burning police stations and breaking into prisons. If all of you are not behind it, team together now, go to court and receive, get court to lift any prescription on IPOB, push for the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu, and begin the process of negotiation and addressing every injustice is documented for you. Ifeanyi Uba, we say, Dalu.
The court order to visit Nnamdi Kanu in DSS detention. I've tried twice to go to DSS detention to see him, and I was asked to come to court, and that's the only route for me to see him. As a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria from the Southeast Zone, I think it was on me to seek a way on how I can see him and then get some information regarding to his detention and to know how we can be of assistance. We are contemplating using political solution. The Senate, we are also, the Senate caucus is doing something on that. And then I am also championing my own cause, you know, as a senator representing from the Southeast political zone. So I want to come to court as well. And then the most important thing is that at this particular point in time, we've been doing a lot of things from the back end, but it dwells that I have to seek for this order in order to have access to him. And I think only the court can grant that to me.
I know some of you know them. You know, see, listen. Some of you don't know the reason why I actually love the way I deal with issues on Maiyegun's diary Politico. I don't know how many times people have told me to join Yoruba Nation leadership, what have you, so that I can be one of the leaders of Yoruba Nation and all of that, something to identify me and stock me to one, right? I am not somebody who stick to one. I am a man of many branches because I believe that if you want to solve a problem, yeah, you must be able to understand all the component part of that problem. So if you talk about Nigeria today, everybody have their own opinion from different background of what they think Nigeria should be. If you ask me, I would say, let's break up Nigeria peacefully so everybody go his own way. That is so pedestrian. That's so ordinary to some people. How can you just say break it up? So I decided that, okay, what if I have a platform that allows us to listen to ourselves, understand why everybody wants what they want, and in the process discover that there is actually a connection to how everybody can get what they want without everybody killing one another, right? Only if they understand what exactly they want. I listen to everybody. I allow everyone that says they love one Nigeria to tell me more why they love one Nigeria. And they ended up telling me that, yes, they like Nigeria, but this is not the Nigeria they like. Okay. I don't like Nigeria, which means the Nigeria I don't like is the Nigeria you have right now, which means I want to go. So if you don't believe in Nigeria of what you have now, then you are not different from me. Right? The only difference is that you think me breaking away from it is too extreme. When you probably feel like if we do everything together, which people have been trying to do anyway, which they never succeeded. But Maiyegun's diary, when people begin to talk, when they begin to listen to themselves, yeah, sometimes people just be, I think Maiyegun, I get it now. Nigeria, I don't feel work. Maiyegun, I get it. I get what you mean now. Because people who believe in Nigeria, if you don't listen to them, to let them speak out, and you begin to ask them some certain questions that are not really difficult to answer, if you don't listen to them, they will never listen to you. It's only when you start talking and they'll say, okay, tell me why? Don't be offensive. I've told you that. So I enjoy that, and that worked for me. That is why everybody can talk to me. That's why I can talk about everything. That's why everybody can relate, even when they don't want to be together. People said Yorubas and everyone from every part of Nigeria is so comfortable on Maiyegun's diary Politico that you can easily tell those who are just the Mumumadus or Bele lecturers who are just trying to get his attention. People just listen. You know why? Because everything Maiyegun will talk about will be everything that affects you, but differently. By the time I bring all your stories together, even though na Biafra you want, and you want to do a republic, maybe you secretly you want a Rewa republic too, or maybe na Kwara republic you are looking for, or some of you are actually like, oh, I'm so comfortable with a new constitution. Oh, no, I don't like what be new constitution. Me, I want this or that. By the time you join Maiyegun's diary Politico, you will find your own story. You will find something that says, oh, that sounds like something I'm interested in. Oh, so that's what you are interested in too. Right. So how do we then get what we want? It is when we discover the connection, things that connect us. Our wants, our need, struggle, suffering, killings, murder, corruption, poverty, and everything they have brought upon us, religion and the rest. When you begin to connect your stories together like that, you will find out that you have a community. In that community, you will see the Biafrans who are ready to fight for Biafra to death. You will see the Yorubas who are going for all way out to defend the Yoruba land and get Yoruba nation. You will see those who are hell-bent to at least fight for regionalism that gives autonomy to everybody. Now, when everybody now pay attention and say, okay, how come we not get all these things? How come you don't have Biafra? How come it's difficult for you to have regionalism? How come it's difficult for this person, this type? You know what I mean? Say now because the merchants, the political merchants, the criminals who unite and feed from our mysteries, they are still together and we are apart. But if we can come together, you can get Biafra, I can get Yoruba nation through referendum, you can get every other thing you want to have, including those who don't know that independent South is not a what do you call it? It is not the absence of prosperous North. So independent Southern Nigeria or any other part as it goes. But if we are apart, like we are now, oh, I don't trust you. Oh, I don't trust that person. I can never trust this person. That person self no trust you. That's the problem. You can say, I don't trust this person. I don't trust them. I don't like that, you know. Who says they trust you? They don't trust you too. But you don't trust them. He don't trust you. How far has that helped you? That is why Maiyegun's diary is a bit different. That is why you can't tie me down and say, Maiyegun, just talk about Yoruba nation, because people don't say that to me anymore. Because they're like, when those guys who run in here and they're like, hey, and they're like, oh no, Maiyegun, this one is different. So be careful. There are men here, and they don't sit back to waste their time listening to somebody here, okay? So you won't come in and interrupt or say anything stupid, and they will watch you. So because Maiyegun's diary has become that platform where we all share the same story, but differently. And that connection that we have been building, working together, they are the force that are making a lot of impression, a lot of changes in what you see all these criminals, those you see as our antagonist, or you can, I don't like to call people enemies anyway. I don't really like that. But however, you can call them your enemies. When they begin to speak about Nnamdi Kanu, as if to say they were dead all this while, it is because people are finding their bonding very soon, all of them, including those who are giving them the confidence that they can treat anybody anyhow from southern Nigeria and get away with it. Their days are numbered if this trend should continue. And that is worrisome for them. So if you are talking about trust, of course, we'll deal with trust later. Let those who conspired to put Nnamdi Kanu and everybody they have made their life a hell simply because they are asking for a referendum, let those who conspired to do all of that, let them go back and begin the push to what? To correct their wrong. And when they finish correcting their wrongs, and since they've realized, they will realize the consequences of what they have done, then it's now up to them if they will dare that again. So don't play it down. Don't underplay that, your influence and what have you. And I've told you, don't celebrate any unknown gunmen news. Or unknown gunmen kill this person. Or unknown gunmen burn down this place. Please, don't celebrate them. Because they are not, when you say unknown gunmen, what you are celebrating Boko Haram and their secret soldiers that they've put in eastern Nigeria, in southern Nigeria, and their media that they control. They control the media anyway. Una help us, sha, beg them, sha. They say Tony Momo own Channels Television. I have used many Channels Television clips that interview granted to these politicians to, to express my messages. So we hope Tony Momo or whoever owns channels won't come back tomorrow as APC member, as they have already been paying. They have the money anyway. I don't have any money to fight anything. You know what I mean? But they have the money to shut down platform. They hired professionals to start reporting platforms. Some people are already telling me that they are finding it difficult to comment on some YouTube channels comment section, or to comment on some Facebook comment section, or to receive notification that they are live. So all these things means that indeed all these threats are real, and they are fair. I mean, this whole thing are real because of what we are doing. So if they think it's not working, well, we have tomorrow to remind them of what they did a year ago. We also have 48 hours to see if they are going to be respectful enough. At least if they don't respect anybody, they should respect their own courts, respect their own judge, respect their own laws. You have somebody, you said you accuse him of something. You control the judge, the judge, you control the prison, you control the police, but you are still so scared to bring him to court. What are they hiding? Let the traditional leaders in Igbo land, traditional leaders in Yoruba land know that your case of looking away while Boko Haram is getting away with what they are getting away with today, you looking away, your case is like that of a sword that is destroying his own sack, his own holster. So when it's a very sharp knife, very sharp sword, keeps going back in and out into the holder, right? And when the blade start cutting off the holder, which is actually his own house, you may think is destroying the holder, the holster, right? Without knowing that he's actually destroying his own house. One day the sword will have no place to go into. All of you, the Yoruba leaders, the Igbo leaders, who are still playing the hide and seek, looking for the opportunity of what you're going to cash out from the whole thing, listen to me. If you don't take action now, the consequences is grave, is dire. And Boko Haram that is promising you and giving you money to kill your own people in order to, and then cover it up. Boko Haram that is giving you all of this money will not even be able to protect you because it's going to still sacrifice you. One day they will tell you, come and collect money because you have been doing a great job for them, allowing them to kill the Igbos, kill the Biafrans. One day you will go and say you want to go and collect the money. They will send their unknown gunmen to kill you. Since you know the truth, but you are keeping it to yourselves today. Right there in different government houses where all of you are making all those plans, where you are watching as they are killing your own brothers and sisters in whatever thing they are even promising you, okay? One day you will walk out and you want to go and collect your pay, and they will kill you, and they will say unknown gunmen kill them. So you are like a sword that is destroying his own house, thinking, he is destroying what do you call it, the holder there, right? So thank you so much for your time, everyone, tonight. I'm going to see you again tomorrow, which is the first year memorial for the people killed, innocent people killed by the Nigerian government simply because they asked for government brutality to stop, or rather, they got killed for it. So I'm going to see you again. And to my friends on YouTube, you are over 2,000, right? But sadly, only about 700 of us could actually click like under that video. You should still like my videos if you really enjoy yourself tonight. If you're just joining me, right, you should just move the cursor on your screen, move it back. Move it back and you can start watching again. I'm going to see you again when I see you. Until then, remember, do not celebrate killers, unknown gunmen. When you do it, you are celebrating the criminality of the politicians in Igbo land who are buying the guns, who are giving the guns to their own political criminals, covered by the Nigerian government, who also brought their own killer squad, dressed in Nigerian military uniforms. And when they kill and do all this, and they turn around to tell you that it's done by unknown gunmen, you are playing into their hands. What you are still about to witness before the end of this year will shock many of you. And guess what? it won't even be about 2023 election, right? Because I remember this guy who said God told him. I don't know if all of you remember that before I go. I think I should share that with you. It was this guy who said God told him that after Bukwari, I think, yeah?
Take it to the mountaintop. If you have never heard it before, I'm saying it to you this morning. In the scheme of things, as far as politics of Nigeria is concerned, President Muhammadu Buhari is number 15, and yours sincerely, I'm number 16. I've never said that to you before. I never said that to you before. I make it plain this morning. I let you know it this morning. Nothing can change it. In the name of Jesus.